don't have you will not be entitled to free speech in this park. He has spent 23 years abusing people in this park that don't sound like a Muslim hater or don't sound like a Nazi. He is a Tommy Robinson supporter, a lover of people that commit violence. That's what he has come to do in this park. And he comes here week in, week out to make sure nobody has free voice here. Unless you're the voice of hatred, then he will let you speak. Then he will defend you in court, here in the public realm. Pseudo-atheist Steve abuses free speech, abuses anybody who does not stand up for the Nazi ideology that he has so proudly defended in this park. That is pseudo-atheist Steve, hell-bent on ending free speech. And who does he blame? Who does he blame? He ends up blaming the Muslims for his own actions here in this park. An absolute diabolical, disgusting hypocrite. 23 years of being a diabolical, disgusting hypocrite. That's what pseudo-atheist Steve thinks is nobility. He thinks the nobility of free speech is ending your free speach, but making sure that his free speech is here guaranteed. He'll defend people that attack Muslims. He'll defend people that attack anybody that criticizes Nazis, criticizes far-right agenda in this park. He defends that. This man,
he does not defend
that's pseudo-atheist Steve. This man right here. Just look up who Tommy Robinson is.
I know this man. He does not defend that. I mean, what's the meaning of all of this? When did this...
How he's filming it all? It's an art project for college. When did this all come back? It all comes to light now. He's doing a drama degree at the University of Wolverhampton.
What is pseudo-atheist Steve? He's somebody that comes into every community, not just this community, and he makes sure that he creates division. That's what pseudo-atheist Steve does. He mocks people, abuses people, but who are his heroes? His heroes are Tommy Robinson, whose only dream in life is perpetual war against somebody who's the wrong colour, somebody who's the wrong religion. And he gets paid, as Tommy Robinson does, to perpetuate hatred and end free speech.
By who? Who's giving him money for this? Who's paying him?
Who do you think?
GB News?
Who do you think? Oh, that's right. Guess who goes on GB? Thank you very much.
Yes, I have seen him on
Guess who goes on GB News, which is owned by billionaires who is a far-right agenda, who want to make sure that division and hatred gets a voice. The only reason our Nazi friend is allowed on TV is because the billionaires that you just pointed out need someone to create division in our communities, create hatred and despair in our community. GB News.
Stephen.
Yes, Great British News, run and owned by billionaires. Should billionaires own our media?
Too late for that.
Should they? Should they?
Who else is going to own the media?
So you're happy with billionaires owning our media?
I didn't say I was. Who else is going to...
No, you didn't say anything. Why did you say yes or no? Should billionaires own our media? Because you know what billionaires make their money from? They make their money from war. They make their money from hatred. They make their money from genocide. That's how billionaires get to be billionaires.
From lies, mostly.
And also lying, because you can't tell the truth, because telling the truth means you're making money out of your Christian faith to create division and hatred and more war. Should the billionaires own our media?
No, but who's
Right,
going to own
thank you.
it? Who else is going to own it?
You can own it.
Me?
You can own
I
it.
have a YouTube channel.
You can own it. You can own it. The reason why you're not allowed to own the media is because we wouldn't be addicted to genocide. And the media and the rich can never have that reality happen. Addicted to genocide. Pseudo-atheist Steve comes here, paid by billionaires, to abuse the Muslim community, to abuse anyone that stands up for the Muslim community, to abuse anyone that stands up against the far right and the billionaires. That's his job here in this park. Pseudo-atheist Steve over there, his job is to attack free speech in this park, and he's got away with it for 23 years. Absolute gross human being, and he gets paid by these rich kids to abuse the working class, to attack the working class, like their hero Tommy Robinson, who committed fraud against the working class. That's who he gets paid for, to abuse and end free speech in this park. You shake your head, but you know I'm not wrong. You know I'm not wrong. She knows I'm not wrong. She knows everything I know. And yet I'm appalled by it, and you glorify it because they stamp the name of God on a horror. Still means it's a horror. Thank you. Go to my YouTube channel, The Age of Dust, and please, let's listen. Please, let's not be fooled by pseudo-atheist Steve and people like him in this world that only want genocide, and he gets paid by it by his billionaire mates. And he comes here to get paid and to fuel it, and that means the share prices of the weapon companies in the West go up, and those weapon companies are building the bombs to murder Jewish people, Christian people and Muslim people. But the leadership, they walk away the rich, because that's what all war, Palestinian war, Israel war, World War II, all this was here so the rich kids could get richer. Forget religion, as in, don't forget religion, but when people use religion and God to commit a horrible act, then you need to forget religion. What that is just a human being committing a horrible act. Don't matter if you're Christian, Jewish, socialist, communist, or whatever you call yourself. If you're doing a horrible act, if you're committing murder, you are a murderer and should go to jail. And the people that gave you the weapons, they should go to jail. And the people that incite violence, they should go on trial as well. Because hate speech is illegal in this country, and it should be illegal everywhere. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom to say anything at all. Oh, hello.
Hello, nice to see you.